Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy JV and Kendrick here today on Power to the People podcast. We give the power of the freedom of speech back to the people. Here today with a business partner, a good friend, my brother Malik Lowe. Malik, tell them a little bit about yourself, man.
How y'all doing? Hope y'all having a good time. Malik, I've been working with JV for about, I say, 2 months, new man's in high school. Stay in West Hampton, you know what I mean? Nothing really going on, just living, trying to accelerate, evolve, become the best version of myself. That's it.
As you should. Yeah, we're just going to jump right into it today. I mean, me and Malik, we've been talking about this episode for almost a month now, recording it. We were super excited about it. Today we're going to be talking about our company, Awoken. For anyone who's been on my Instagram, either of our Instagrams, you already know, flexing stuff a little bit. Yes, sir. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that a little bit. We're super excited about what this company has to offer. It's going to be big things. I mean, the goals will be the next Nike. It's going to happen. It's not even the goal. It's going to happen. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this really kind of started with, hey, Hunter, you're good. My roommate just walked in. This kind of started with, yeah, but you're good, bro. Yeah. So this kind of started with us basically. We kind of both had our own independent journeys on just through life and with everything going on, and basically kind of learning about how to become financially free, how to learn how to make money work for you. You're not working for money. So, I mean, Malik, if you want to go into details about your story and what you went through, and then I'll go through mine.
When it comes to me, I know personally, we young. So everybody right now is trying to figure out, what they want to do. And that's kind of how my mind state was. I truly didn't know what I wanted to do or where I was going. And I started realizing that when it comes to financial intelligence, I wasn't the smartest. So I was like, all right, it's time to buckle down. Let me get my positivity up. I began reading a couple books, trying to bring my happiness to the highest it can get. And it's a daily journey, Nobody's ever going to be exactly at there, and that's the best part about it. But I knew I wanted to do something. I knew I wanted to do something when it came to business, when it came to bettering myself and also helping others. So I was happy to actually see that Jay, he wanted to start Awoken. And I was like, oh, that looks kind of tough. And let me see what it is. And so when I heard about it and started seeing how his mindset was, it made me want to, work on myself even more, because he was, man, this guy right here, he's a smart guy. Y'all should all really follow this man. But so yeah, it just made me really want to buckle down and evolve. And that's kind of how it's been. 2020 has just been a year more everything, more life, more love, just more brains. And so we just evolving over here. That's really what it is.
Yeah, most definitely. I think evolving is a huge, big thing. And I know for me personally, I mean, quarantine, it was rough for me, man. It was a rough couple of months. I was going through a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't want to call it depression, because to me, depression is a mindset. But we're not going to get into that. But yeah, so, just going through stuff like that and just, really beating myself up and not knowing what I wanted to do with my life. I lost someone who was important to me. Not in like a death way, but just like they weren't in my life anymore. I lost a couple people that were important to me, actually, like friends, lover, stuff like that. So, I mean, it was really hitting me, and I was like kind of alone. So August, I came across some dude. His name's Boniface Ogunti. He's a self-made millionaire. And it really kind of just woke me up. And I watched one of his, I think it was educational videos or something. And I was just like, oh, dang, like I could do this. So, I kind of like how Malik said, I started reading up on stuff. And I really started to, that's kind of when I started the podcast. I started creating that. I was in talks with Nick about that. And then I kind of started creating the general idea for Awoken. I was really excited because this is something, it's different when, like, some people, they'll start stuff and they get a little fire in them. Like, oh yeah, like this is it. Yeah, this is it. And then it just dies down a week later. Like, no, I felt this fire for months on months. And I mean, I still feel it sometimes, sometimes it goes away, but it's different when, like, it's a passion. You lock in, you're ready to go through it. You know what I'm saying?
You feel like this is what, you're supposed to be doing. It has a whole passion mixed with destiny. And that's a beautiful recipe.
So, most definitely.
I feel you to the max.
Yeah, so I mean that's kind of what it was, and then I still remember. I think it was maybe that's when I really started making a logo for Woken. I started announcing it, and that's when Malik hit me up, and he was like, "Yo, like I'm down." And then we had our first meeting, and then ever since then, like it's just like boom, because it's hard when we were talking about this today because we had a business meeting before this episode. But basically, like it's difficult because we live in a world where people are comfortable with being mediocre. And right now, where we're at, we had that type of mindset, and we grew that type of mindset and developed it, where we understand that you don't have to be mediocre as long as you work your ass off and
Oh,
you grind. Yeah,
yeah. Can I step in real
yeah.
quick?
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So with that, to dive into me, I know at one point I could look at myself and be like, I was mediocre at one point. I
Mm-hmm.
was really below par for myself. My standards for myself was way too low. And that's a part of the process to be able to look at yourself and be honest with yourself and be like, all right, what do I got to change? I feel like that's something that our generation, not even just our generation, but people in general, really should do more instead of
Yeah,
taking no offense to it. When you're able to
yeah,
be truthful with yourself and honestly tell yourself what your flaws is and also what your pros is, then you're able to actually get that change like me and him are doing. And we're not perfect. We're not,
no,
top level. We ain't making no, but it's the beginning of the process. You got to start the journey in order to even get to the destination. And that's what we're trying
yeah.
to really say.
Yeah, and I mean it's the big thing. Your mind is a huge thing, a part of the journey. I mean, if you can't get this right, you're not gonna be able to go anywhere. And the big thing, that I mean, a lot of some of the things that I've read, videos I watch, because I mean, me and Malik, we got a whole like YouTube playlist, 100+ videos on there, just
100%.
business, yeah, positive affirmation, everything like that. And I mean, we watch all of them because the way that you set your mind up is the way that you set the rest of your life up. So, really it's speaking things into existence because words have power. I don't know. People don't really know how much words, like power words have, but like they have power. So you really speaking to yourself. Like I'm a big thing on this. Don't ever say I can't. I can't is, oh my God. When you say I can't, it's a fact. I forget who told me this. I think it was a good friend of mine. She said that when you say I can't, your brain is already 50% more likely to not do the action that you said you couldn't do.
I know that. I,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
told me
I didn't know either.
that. I
Yeah.
know that. Look.
I was like, wow, really? Yeah.
Real.
So, I mean, it's crazy. And I think people really need to learn how to start, you could do anything you put your mind to, people. That's a huge thing. I mean, I'm sure Malik will
It's a
preach the
big
same
truth.
thing.
Anything you put your mind to. That word,
Yeah.
back on that word can't, it shouldn't even be in your vocabulary. Like at the end of the day, like you said, you can put anything you put your mind to, but any type of derogatory term towards yourself,
Yeah.
just as you guys listen to that, just erase that, John. Just erase it.
Exactly.
Or feel
Yeah.
no positivity. Eventually you'll see growth.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that was basically both of our journeys summed up. So I mean, Malik, you good with words when it comes to this. You kind of want to describe what Awoken is about and really like what our purpose is and our goal is.
So when it comes to Awoken, really what it's about is just find your true self. That's the basis. Everybody in this life is on a journey to get to the greatest of heights, and on that journey, you gotta be able to know who you are, or else you might walk down a path that honestly isn't for you, and you realize you wasted time. So when it comes to Awoken, we really want people to truly feel like they're venturing into themselves. They're diving deep. Introspection, that's really the word. Take the time to really be like, what do I like? What do I not like? What do I love? Actually step out of your comfort zone and begin doing things that you've never done before, because that will also build your character. To be able to step out of your normal daily self and be like, all right, well, I'm going to change today. Each day, I'm going to grow as a person, to eventually be like, all right, I can look back and say, dang, look how far I went. I don't know if I curse, but
Go
um,
ahead. Go ahead.
all right, but still, when it comes to the brand, we want you to be able to wear. See, right now, the first generation, I'm a Scorpio. He's an Aries. First
Yes, sir.
generation is zodiac signs. So with that, astrology is fun. Everybody knows a little bit about it. So we want you to be able to rep your birthday, rep your sign. But to be honest, when it comes to like just the actual name, we want you to, how can I say it, Jay? What's the word I'm trying to say? Speak on the astrology for me real quick while I get the basis of that.
Um, when it comes to the zodiac signs and the astrology part, I mean, I know a big thing you was talking about was kind of the ascension.
Yeah,
Um,
there we go. Ascension. That's the word I was looking
yeah,
for. So ascension in astrology, there's something called your ascending sign. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but the word ascension itself is the concept of actually going up. And then in the midst of awoken, think of awoken as the destination. Right now, everybody, we're awake, you know what I mean? But in reality, we're not truly awoken to our true selves and to the end. Like that's the destination. Truly, you'll never get to that. So in the process, we want you to ascend your mind, ascend your heart, ascend your soul, ascend anything in your life right now that you don't like and make it better. When you wear our shirts, and not even just wear our shirts, when you hear our brand, you want to think of it as like, damn, that's self-development. That's two guys who really they want to become something in life, and we want you to become something in life. You know,
Yeah.
and honestly, the whole big thing is to have a group, a big community of people who want to be better, who don't want to be mediocre, who don't like the concept of being comfortable of where they are. They know that, you know, somebody's out there doing bigger and better things, so why can't we? You know, that question of why can't I? That's what everybody who wears our brand, who's a part of Awoken, honestly thinks about every day. Why can't I do that? You know, and
Yeah.
that's really the truth right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really, yeah, I mean, like I said, you said it best. And I've always been felt really strongly about this. I mean, I said in the beginning, like, I mean, people need to understand when you see The Rock, when you see Kevin Hart, when you see LeBron James, all of them are human beings. I feel like a lot of people hold them on a higher standard. I'm not trying to say that what they have done is not great at all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they were us at one point. You know, they were just regular
Did
Joe
that.
Schmoes. Yeah.
Yeah, they did that.
And they grinded and they got to where they needed to do. Anyone can do that. A lot of people just don't want to put in the work. A lot of people are lazy when it comes to that stuff. And I think that's a huge thing is, I mean, now when you find something that you really about and you really want it, like me and Malik, I mean, we at it every day. I mean, like kind of like Malik said, I mean, for me, I'm like, all right, I got to do one thing every day, whether it's reading for 15 minutes, whether it's working on a design or something like that, watching YouTube video, one thing every day, you setting yourself up. You're doing one thing, it's making you better.
One step
Yeah.
every day, it builds yourself up, and you don't realize it at the beginning. The hardest part is starting. The hardest
Yeah.
part, anything is starting. Like
Yeah.
truthfully, to go back into, you know, my quote unquote journey with this, I didn't think that I would ever be in this position. You know, even developing something so much as like, you know, a shirt. You know, we're in the
Yeah.
beginning, but I honestly didn't have that much confidence in myself. And to be able to say that now on camera and then be able to feel like, oh, that's the past. To look at that and be like, that's the past me, and now I know like I'm on a whole different mindset is the beauty of the journey that I hope a lot of people, because I know a lot of people out there who do feel as if like, nah, uh, anything, you know, everything goes wrong for me, or nothing's ever going to change, or I don't like looking at myself. All that negativity, all that insecurity, all that self-doubt, throw it out the window, truthfully, because you never really realize what you can do until you do it. You
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. Most
You know?
definitely. And I mean, everyone has the potential. Every single person. I mean, if you listen to this now, you have the potential to do what any of us are doing, what Kevin Hart is doing.
Look,
Like,
I just want to speak on yo. I hope I want look. I'm looking in the camera. I just want y'all to know
look at him.
I just speak on that. I just had to speak on that. Real stuff.
Yeah. And I think it's super important that, like, seriously, like, I mean, the hardest part is starting, like it is. But once you get started, it gets easier day by day. I mean, not a lot of people tell you that. I mean, shoot. I mean, I hope y'all look back at this 2-3 years from now. You're like, dang, Jay and Malik, they get billions and trillions of dollars. They killing it. And I tell you right now, we know we're there. We know we're gonna get there. We're setting ourselves up for that position. Shoot, I'm speaking into existence now. I already believe. Yeah, I got $1 million in the bank. That's easy, man. That ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about.
You
People
gotta
like,
speak into existence. You gotta believe that you already there.
exactly,
That mindset that I'm gonna make it regardless of what people say, regardless of what myself says. I know I'm going.
exactly. Yeah,
Real
and I'm sure you listen to this like, yo, this dude's crazy. He's tripping. I don't get.
stuff.
No, I mean this is, but I'm not gonna be crazy. We're not gonna be crazy 2-3 years from now when we had that bread. You know what I'm saying? This is what it's about. It's
That's all.
believing it.
You grind
I
for it.
mean, I was watching a video, and the dude was saying that you have to trick the human brain. Actually, I was watching the video. It was Wesley, $1 billion version. I told you about it before. It's basically tricking. You have to trick your brain into like you're already there, into believing you're already making it, because then the brain's gonna be like, oh, okay, like I'm already doing it. I'm used to it. So therefore, you're in that mindset, you're in that lifestyle, and eventually the
It's
money
gonna be
comes.
comfortable. Like, oh, I
Exactly.
already knew I was gonna be in the position. So then you're
Yeah.
already visualizing the next step while you're in the step that you have visualized 6, months to a year ago. It's like a
Yeah.
process that never really ends because you're already seeing yourself in that future position. So when you get in that future position, it's like you were living in the present the whole time.
Yeah. No, I understand where she's coming from. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, most definitely.
I think it's
And when it comes to Awoken, I mean, really right now, the basis of Awoken, we kind of explain what kind of like the about us. We're going to be dropping, first it's really the Zodiac, which we're really focusing on. We have 12 designs. We have t-shirts, hoodies, pullovers. I mean, I guess I'll tell them eventually we're going to have a champion collab coming out soon. Like
yes.
we have a lot of good stuff that's coming. We're super excited. We're working on our website now. You know, of course, we're dropping January 1st, 2021. That's a Friday for anyone who doesn't know. So make sure you write it down in your calendars. You said what, Emily?
I said, make sure y'all copy y'all sign.
Oh
Pay
yeah,
attention
yeah,
to updates. We got a little shoot coming soon, so
most definitely.
we'll have it
Yes,
on
sir.
fix, y'all. Eventually, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's going to be good. We're excited, and I mean, after that, we're also transitioning into we're planning on making lines for each culture. So I mean, or ethnicity, whatever you want to call it, Asian, Indian, African American, anything like that. We want this to represent everybody, LGBTQ, every single person, because we feel like as Awoken, you know, it's not just, yes, it's a Black-owned business, but it's not just about us. We want to be about everyone. It's the bigger picture. And I mean, I even harp on this in this podcast. You know, everyone has the right to have their own opinion. Everyone has the right to have their own voice. And Awoken kind of embodies that, which is, you know, kind of why we're going hand in hand right now with, you know, the podcast. But, you know, it is what it is. We're not going to talk about it. But yeah, like, I mean, that's a big thing. So we have that dropping soon. We have a lot of plans. I mean, we were talking about this today. I mean, eventually, part of what we want a part of the Asian line to be is a Chinese New Year, you know, type of thing, some clothing like that.
It's gonna be nice. We promise y'all.
Yeah,
Real
yeah,
nice.
it's gonna be tough. I mean, me and Malik, we stay up grinding, man, because we believe that this has potential. Go ahead. You look like you want to say something.
Nah, yeah, I didn't want to cut you off, but also, outside of designs and whatnot, also with Awoken, we want to also hit to portions of staying woke about today's time, and knowing what's going on for because we are two Black young men in this
Yeah,
world, and so when it comes to being aware of everything around us, that does bring us down in this world, and being able to be like, nah, we fighting that. Anybody who wears Awoken, those are people who are proud of who they are. You know what I'm saying? And what goes with that is also it's a fight against. We hope to eventually create some designs that can go with Black Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter and everything to that content. In February, we got a little idea coming. I know Jay, he put it up. So I ain't gonna speak too much on it because it actually is real nice. But just know we got that coming. But yeah, when it comes to just us as young Black men, we want to make it sure that everybody knows that it's not just for fun and just for money. It's also to show that there's more to young Black men than the world tries to make up. We
yeah,
want to really push that, push just Black businesses and just anything in general that involves our culture. You bet.
yeah. No, I'm sorry. I
Oh, you
don't want
good?
to blow up my phone when I'm recording the episode. God dang
You
it,
good, bro?
Lauren, stop texting me. Lauren, stop texting me. Um, but yeah, no, I completely agree with what Malik's trying to say. Um, you said I wasn't gonna touch on it. What was you talking
I was talking about the clothing designs for February.
about?
So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, got you. Oh yeah,
I'm gonna keep that a lot.
oh yeah, that's gonna be some good stuff that we're dropping too. I mean, yeah, we want to stay as active as possible with this. I mean, we've been looking at some of our competition, not only on a local level, but I mean on the grand scheme of things. Like, I mean, yes, when you start a business, you gotta look at all your competition. Yes, we're competing with Nike. Yes, we're competing with Under Armour. We're competing with everybody. I mean, that's just what it is. And I mean, our goal, our vision is we want to be the next Nike. Like, that's the plan. We want to compete with all the big dogs up there. So yeah, like, I mean, that's really what we want to do. I mean, we have big plans in the future, man. eventually, depending on, you know, where the climate goes, we would like to do brick and mortar shops. But I mean, eventually by then stuff may be more online, so we may not have to do that. But yeah, I mean, pop up. We're planning to do a pop up stands or like, you know, at certain events.
I was
You
saying,
want to go into that? Yeah,
like I said, there's certain events that I truly don't know for sure.
yeah,
If I haven't when they're doing it, but if they are, I plan on getting in contact and seeing if we can get, you know, in there and endorse our brand. Um,
yeah.
I'm not going. Yeah, I'm gonna keep all that stuff just so it's not on. You
On
know.
the deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but for real, we do plan on going other places other than New Jersey. You know,
yeah,
that's one thing. We want to be able to expand. Even though we just starting, we want to be able to kind of just plant seeds in
yeah,
a couple places and allow them to grow there.
yeah.
So, you know, if you see something in a whole different state, don't be surprised.
No, not at all. Oh yeah, it's
That's
national for now. Eventually, it'll be worldwide.
for real. But yeah, we trying
Yeah,
to get it all over. We trying to get it all over eventually.
yeah. Yeah, most definitely. And I mean, what y'all can do right now, I'm sure y'all on your phone, if you're near a phone, your laptop or whatever, go on Instagram. Most importantly, of course, type in Power to the People podcast. Make sure you give us a follow.
Yeah,
But
make sure you
also,
follow this podcast. It's fine.
yeah, most definitely. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you. But make sure you also follow Awoken too. Literally it's AW0K.3N. Awoken. Make sure you go and follow that, or you can just type in Awoken and it should pop up. So that's where we be sending out our updates when we drop like the official. Well, y'all know the official date, but like the exact official date, so you can go to the website, everything like that. Pictures from our shoot, pictures of new products, everything like that. So make sure you guys go and give us a follow. Anything else you want to talk about, Malik? I feel like we touched on everything.
Yeah, I think you touched on everything too.
Yeah,
Stay stylish, people. For real.
yeah,
That's gonna
yes,
wow.
yes, sir. Yeah,
For us, stay woke and stay stylish. And when it comes to the zodiacs, we also the website. We'll have a website, and it's actually really nice, set up by Jay. Jay's been doing a great job doing that.
chill,
Like,
chill.
look, man, you better accept this. Yeah.
You're right. My fault. Thank you.
But yeah, man, he's been doing great. When the website comes out, you guys will see all the effort he's put into it. And then on top of that, I feel like when it comes to Awoken, we're really trying to step out the box and do as much as possible in the beginning, so you guys can really see how much we are really into this. And when it comes to the competitors, big time and locally, another thing I want to say is, well, one, it's competition, but at the same time, it's all love. You know, a lot of the competitors near us are also young Black men, and a big thing that we're with is like, even though it's competition, yeah, we still want to be able to help each other and be able to push each other to do great. Because at the end of the day, you know, what's being successful if your fam can't be with you? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
that's the whole point. You know, we want everybody to really grow. We want everybody to blossom in this. So as we begin to ascend and do as much as we can with our brand, we're still, you know, giving good luck and everything to everyone else's brand and really showing respect, because that's all it's about, is respect.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, most definitely. And like I said earlier, I mean, Awoken's about everybody. And like Malik said, we want to ascend with everyone. So I mean, and not only that, not only the brand like Awoken or, you know, business wise, but I mean also financial intellect. You know, we want to help people with that. I mean, well, not only are we, you know, two young Black entrepreneurs, but we eventually, you know, want to invest in stocks. You know, we want to start buying real estate. We want to start doing all stuff like that, because that's what it's about, to build your wealth. I'll make sure y'all go and read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, because that's what's changed our lives.
reading it right.
Yeah, it's great book. But something they talk about in there is a lot of wealthy people. One, they don't own anything, which sounds crazy, but I'm going to explain to you in a second. It's something called a balance sheet. So they have their assets that's working for them, and they have less liabilities. Your assets is stuff that puts money in your pocket. And your liabilities is stuff that takes money out your pocket. So a house is a liability. I don't care what anyone says. That you have to
I
Just
didn't know
taking
that.
money out your pocket.
I didn't know that till reading it. Yeah, house is a
Yeah,
lot. Some people
yeah.
think it's like their pride possession. In reality, it's taking money right out of their pocket.
Exactly. And people will disagree with that. You could disagree, but it's pure facts. It's a liability. So that's really what it's about. Being wealthy, being financially free, whatever you want to call it, is building up that asset list and making sure that you have money, more money coming in than you have more money going out. And, that's really the main goal of what we're trying to do. There's plenty of ways that you can start that up. Investing in stocks, buying gold and silver, index funds, so buying the S&P 500 fund, starting a business, anything like that. There's so many ways you can go into it. Real estate. Uh,
Big one. Real estate.
yeah,
I just wanted to put tabs on that. When it comes to like you said, is anything, you actually gotta put in the time and effort though. Not
yeah,
I remember, when I'm looking at some of this stuff and I'm like, all right, well, I want money fast. A lot of people we want money fast. In reality, these are things that are, like seeds. You plant them and you just gotta wait for them to grow over time. But the actual financial intelligence is something that a lot of our youth, especially because they didn't really teach us it in school. We might have had one class that really focused on it, but that one class really, we probably took it when we was in, freshman, sophomore year. So when it comes to financial intelligence, I feel like a lot of us really should focus on that and really look at that, especially during this time of COVID. It's the time to really build yourself. And if you haven't been building yourself this year, then honestly, I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna just keep it that.
that's fair. And again, like that's all love. I mean, everyone's on different journeys right now. Yeah, it's all love. I mean, but we most importantly, like we want to help people. We're not saying this stuff to brag. We're not saying this stuff to make it seem like we're better than anyone. We're saying this stuff because we're excited and we want to share with people. We want other people to be up there with us. I mean, Awoken isn't only me and Malik. Like, if anyone else is in that business mindset, is looking for a type of business, like we would love for you guys to come and join us most definitely, because that's what
Just
it's
hit us
about.
up. Just hit us up. Like we is open to honestly intelligent people, creative people, people who just really feel like they have a calling when it comes to wanting to do something in this world. Something that's out of the ordinary, I guess I'll say. So yeah, contact us for real. We are open. It's all love.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. You can walk by. You can go in the bed. You're chilly. My fault. My friend just walked in. So yeah. But yeah, no, most definitely. I mean, anything else you want to touch on, Malik? Or
Nah, man, I'm good. I'm good. This is great. This is great. It's
yeah,
my being on any type of podcast. So on the real, just hey, everybody follow Jay. Follow me on the gram, og.kingc.
yeah.
Follow Awoken, like we said, and just live to the fullest. Find your true self. Real stuff.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, we're super excited to drop in January. We're super excited about all the updates. We already making it, some people hitting us up excited about things to drop. So I mean, we're excited. We're super excited, man. I mean, we can't stop smiling about it.
I'm serious. All I can do is smile. Like when I see people show love to something that a couple months ago really wasn't anything. It was just a thought.
Yeah.
It's really like just seeing this.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
This is big. Yeah.
It's big. That's all I can look. I got a smile on my face. That's
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, thank you guys again for listening to Power to the People podcast. We get the power of freedom of speech back to the people. Make sure, like Malik said, follow Awoken. Make sure you guys stay updated with us. And until next time, take it easy, baby.